Welcome to ACC Student News.
The news students can use. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Lucy. Here are all this week's stories. An Indiana high school senior is now facing charges after a game of senior assassin. 18-year-old Adrian Williams was arrested outside the Planet Fitness after witnesses called 911 about an armed person with an extended magazine. Portage police stated that they are aware of the game, but thought that they were responding to a real threat. 10 on-duty and 2 off-duty officers showed up and found Williams inside of a car with a toy gun. Williams said that he was waiting for his target outside of the gym, and now Williams is being charged with a felony intimidation. Police are urging students playing the game to use brightly colored water guns and not engage in reckless or dangerous behaviors.
While living in his father's utility van, a 9-year-old boy in France has been rescued from a grueling scene. Currently, no identity has been released of the 9-year-old boy. According to local prosecutors, the boy had been trapped within the van since November of 2024. The boy was found in a fetal position among human excrement and trash and was unable to walk. The boy's father, whose identity is unreleased at this time, stated that the reason he locked his son within the utility van was due to protect him. The father then stated it was due to his partner wanting the then 7-year-old to be put in a psychiatric hospital, even though there had been no medical record to indicate the boy needed to go. The father is being handed several charges, including preliminary kidnapping, while being held in custody. It's really sad for the boy. I mean, 2 years spent in a utility van.
I mean, honestly, I've never heard a news story that sad, really. Like, just hearing you talk about it was like,
Yeah,
I don't know,
and
it just upset me.
7 years old. Yeah.
And now he's 9 and just got, like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy to me.
Crazy.
April Noble, Fort Wayne woman, was charged for murder after a Facebook Messenger thread linked to her drug dealing account, Novocaine Hills. April Noble was charged with a level 1 felony of dealing a controlled substance resulting in death. When Huntington police officers arrived on the scene of the overdose, they found burnt foil along with a straw-like object in his pocket, commonly used as drug paraphernalia to ingest narcotics. The man was identified as Cody Mitchell and pronounced dead on the scene. Mitchell's post-mortem toxicology report came back positive for fentanyl and methamphetamine, along with clear signs that Mitchell died from a drug overdose. Noble is currently awaiting trial for her charges.
A judge orders the state of Indiana to recognize student IDs for voting purposes. Senate Enrolled Act 10 wanted to ban college students from utilizing their student ID to vote. However, a federal judge issued a preliminary injunction barring the enforcement of this act. U.S. District Judge Richard Yoon said that the status likely violates the First and 14th Amendment by unlawfully burdening the right of young adults to vote. Should Indiana ban people with only student IDs, that would leave an estimated 40,000 college students living in the Hoosier state without the opportunity to vote. The judge stated that there was not a sufficient basis for Indiana to disqualify student IDs as an acceptable form of voter ID. That's all we have for this half.
Stay tuned after this for more top stories.
was struggling. You are not alone, you know that, right? You gotta take it day by day, and God is with you every step of the way. I want you to remember that, okay? I love you.
Welcome back. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Aaron. Here are some more top stories.
A doctor in Florida is being charged with manslaughter after removing the wrong organ. Dr. Thomas Sheknovsky is being charged with second-degree manslaughter after he allegedly removed a patient's liver instead of his spleen during surgery. The surgery was scheduled to remove patient William Bryan's spleen. Sadly, the 70-year-old lost his life due to Dr. Sheknovsky removing the wrong organ on Monday, April 13th. The Walton County Sheriff's Office announced that a Walton County grand jury has returned an indictment charging Sheknovsky for Williams' August 2024 death. The victim's wife, who was a nurse, was originally told her husband died from a ruptured spleen. An autopsy later revealed that the spleen was untouched and the liver had been removed, or staff reportedly raised concerns about surgeons' competence before the procedure began. Dr. Sheknovsky is now facing up to 15 years in prison while awaiting trial.
United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement arrested 2 Honduran nationals after a vehicle chase standoff in Hammond. Laureates and Carcamo Antunes were taken into custody on April 17, 2026. A spokesperson for ICE said that the 2 women were in a vehicle that sped off on West Yellow Water Road when ICE officers and Hammond police attempted to conduct a traffic stop. ICE stated officers entered a standoff with 2 men who barricaded themselves inside the home on Thompson Drive after a high-speed pursuit. As they secured a warrant, during the long standoff, prosecutors gathered outside of their home while Hammond police and the parish sheriff's office assisted with crowd control.
Prime Minister Keir Starmer's office confirmed that Peter Mandelson, a Jeffrey Epstein associate, failed security checks before he became Britain's envoy to Washington. Prime Minister Keir Starmer fired the top civil servant in Britain's Foreign Office on Thursday night after it came out that the department did not tell the ministers that Peter Mandelson had failed vetting checks before he became an ambassador. Friday morning, Starmer called the situation totally unacceptable. Mr. Mandelson served as an ambassador until September when Mr. Starmer fired him because of his close relationship with Jeffrey Epstein.
The Indiana State Budget Committee approves funding for the Bears Stadium in Northwest Indiana. And spending overnight panel approved the Indiana Finance Authority proposal to renegotiate the Indiana toll road lease in exchange for a $700 million payment. The money will be set aside for the stadium related expenses if the Bears decide to relocate to Northwest Indiana, or will be spent on bridge projects in 7 counties if they decide to stay in Illinois. In return, the toll road is authorized to increase the rates of using the 156-mile highway. Hoosier lawmakers and Republican Governor Mike Braun made it clear that they want the Bears to make Hammond home.
21-year-old singer David, real name David Anthony Burke, is currently arrested and being held without bail for suspicion of murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Burke was arrested shortly after 4:30 p.m. on a house on Mormont Avenue in Hollywood Hills. Back in September 8, 2025, police found 2 duffel bags containing 14-year-old Celeste's dismembered body in the trunk of a Tesla, which was impounded on Hollywood Tow. Celeste was reported missing a year prior in southeast Los Angeles, 2024, David being the main target of the investigation. The case will be presented to the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office on Monday.
That's all we have for this week.
Make sure to tune in next week for more ACC student news.
The news students can use.